children. Now we're going to have a little music. Like old times. Like old times. So, now I'll start the melody on the organ. Oldie but a goodie. That's just plain poppycock.
Solo!
Poppycock.
That's very nice, thank you.
Like this, like that, like this, like that, like this, like that, like this, like that.
Hello, Ducklings. We're a little early. That's alright. A minute early. It's fine. We can cut the pre-run a little early. The ads are over, right? Not interrupting anyone's anti-ad time. I am, in fact. There are still ads floating around out there. I'm here now. It's too late. Can't get rid of me. You're stuck with me. Forever. At least for the foreseeable 2.5 to 3 hours. Depending on how my mood fluctuates with the progress of the stream. Push all the ads right now. I've already pushed all the ads I can. It won't let me push any more ads for the time being. I can't push more ads. I don't want to push more ads. I've pushed enough ads that I don't need more ads for 60 minutes. So no more ads. For now. Until we ran out of water. Or my 60 minutes ad-free is up. Whichever comes first. More ads. More ads, she says. More ads! More ads. Okay. More ads. You heard her.
Hi, Dad.
Where you been?
Jeff's house. New Genesis game. Kid Chameleon. 100 levels. 1,800 screens. Longest I've ever played.
Oh, now you're joking. Oh, now it's a joke. Now it's a joke. I see. I see. Not a very funny joke. You're not a very funny guy. You can wash a Great Dane in a... Yeah, Great Dane. Well, Great Dane. You can wash a Great Dane in a kitchen sink, Sim. It just takes a little ingenuity, a little extra effort, a little investment. That's all. Just some extra investment. If you're skilled. Exactly, if you're skilled. Kate Sith, thank you. Thank you, Kate Sith. I don't know if we're playing Pokemon Stadium tonight. I don't know if we are. Because the thing is, I've lost back to back at this point. I've won very few Pokemon Stadium matches. And the fact of the matter is, we're not getting Mew, Sims. Yet, we're not getting Mew yet. Mew is not at the top of our delivery list. The fact of the matter is, I can make the Pokemon Stadium run move much more smoothly if I obtain Pokemon that I don't already have. And it will create a more entertaining, less draining dichotomy between two different types of repetitive action. The first repetitive action is, of course, going through the Elite Four and the rival over and over and over again, hoping to register Pokemon to the Hall of Fame. The secondary, alternative repetitive action is to fish over and over and over again until I have Pokemon at the levels and stats that I need them to be at. Like your big words, funny man. Oh, thank you, Kate Sith. I appreciate it. So, this is Pokemon Blue. I'm going to go change the title of the stream now. Pokemon Blue. Not Pokemon Stadium. Pokemon Blue. And what we're gonna do here today, I'm gonna turn off Spotify, unmute HDMI capture. But what we're gonna do now here. Yeah, we're playing Pokemon Blue, yes. We're gonna go fishing. We're gonna go fishing a lot at double speed. With the end goal of capturing many Pokemon. Large numbers of Pokemon. No, wait. No, we're not catching any Pokemon. I lied. We're not catching any Pokemon. We're training Pokemon. We're gonna level up a select group of Pokemon. The goal, the first goal, the initial conquest target is a 131 special stat. I'm hoping Vulpix can reach 100. Oh, this isn't good. I'm hoping Vulpix can reach a 131 special stat. Probably should have gone back and healed before trying to do this. I want Mewtwo. I want to go manually spawn a Mewtwo into the game. What's it take to get Mew? Let's do research. Type in Mew glitch. I don't know where Mew is at on this special chart. Oh, there's a lot of instances of the word Mew here. Oh! Okay, Mew has a special stat of ID of 21. So let's come over here and say Vulpix has a 36. 36 will get us Pidgey. We absolutely don't want that. Alright, Pidgey, what do you got? 14. 14 gets us a Gengar. 14's not bad, actually. Not what we want, though. Hitmonlee's at 39. We need a 21. 39 gets us a Graveler. Not good by any stretch of the imagination. Poliwag? 22. That sucks. Electrode. This is execute. Executes at 50. 50 yields a missing no, actually. And what about you, Electrode? 109. Paris. Not what we want at all. Okay. So we want a 21. I'll explain it as we get there. Kate says, we are going to get a Mew, Sims. I lied to you. We are going to go after a Mew first, because he requires a much lower stat total than Mewtwo. I figured... Fine, deposit. Just put Poliwag away for now. You can't... I will not catch Missing No. It has too high of a chance of breaking the game. Let's grab this Hitmonlee. Oh, wait, can I check their stats while they're in there? I bet I can, and I just didn't. What's your... 19! Okay, this Hitmonlee is at 19 special. So we'll just do this. If I have it on me... That's not gonna work. Calcium? Calcium increases special, okay. Break the game! Coward! I've put too much time into this team to break the game now. Alright. Oh my god, his special went from 20 to 29! No! What is that? Oh my god, what's 29 give me? Tangela. Pinsir. You're going back in the box. Garbage. What are... I don't... At level 50, he's supposed to have 35. How did I pop him straight from 21 to 29? No, don't deposit that one. I'm using that one. Take this one. Alright. I need... What's your special, Eevee? 43. 43 gets us a Hitmonlee. I have enough Hitmonlees in the world. What's Weeping Bells? 55! Is that anything good? 55 gets us a Coughing. No good. Sand Slash. 34. 34 is Onyx. No good. You could just go catch an Onyx. Rattata's got a 9. What is 9? Ivysaur. That's what I used to spawn Ivysaur then. Okay. So give me this Hitmonlee back. Alright, what do I need? A 21? Okay. Who's under 21? Rattata. And that's it, right? Bulbasaur will be under 21. Alright. Come with me, Bulbasaur. Alright. I'll pump this Bulbasaur with a couple calciums. Nothing too major, just gonna give him some vitamins, you know. Good stuff. Good stuff for him. Get him some supplements pumping through the blood. Nice, healthy Bulbasaur. Special 15. Special 16. Special 18. Special 20. Special 22. Jesus! No! No! Okay. Get out of my team. I don't need you here. Go away, Bulbasaur. 22 is Gyarados. Alright, Rattata, come here. Alright. Rattata, you're gonna take some vitamins, because I don't want to waste a whole lot of rare candies on you. Alright. His special's not gonna get super high, though, right? Special 12. Special 13. 13. 14. 15. 16. It's increasing one stage at a time. 17. 17. 18. He's gonna hit level 20 and evolve. 20. 21. No, don't evolve. Please don't evolve. Stop. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. So now, Kate Sith, you've been asking me every time I've brought this up, or you've been saying every time I've brought this up that you have no idea what I'm talking about. Because evolving would have increased his stats exponentially. I do not need a 42 in special. I need a 21. And he's at 21. Okay. So this is the trainer fly glitch, or the Mew glitch. But, and in this case we are getting Mew. This isn't technically what's referred to as the Mew glitch, because the Mew glitch uses a specific trainer. We're instead using the trainer fly glitch, which is the exact same concept, but we're not using a fixed trainer. We're using a series of glitches. That starts with the trainer fly glitch. So, the trainer fly glitch, we need to slow the game down. We need to save so that I don't screw this up. Alright, so this guy at the bottom of the screen, yeah, to get Mew. This guy at the bottom of the screen is a trainer. He's one of the trainers in the game that will encounter you as soon as you step on screen. So he has the maximum encounter range. When you step on screen, there's an instant before you finish moving that you can pause the game, which I've done. I'll now fly away, and if you observe very carefully, you'll see that he's gonna get his encounter symbol. Bam, there it is. Pidgey swoops down, we leave. Okay. Now, I don't know if you can hear me pressing that button, but I'm pressing the start button, and the start menu's not opening up. That's because the game's waiting for me to encounter a trainer that should walk to me. And because a trainer can't walk to me, I can't interact with the pause menu for whatever reason, but it only locks the pause menu. I can interact with the PC system. In the PC system, if you change Pokemon boxes, like this, it saves the game. So now, we've saved the game in such a state that the game is waiting on a trainer encounter to happen, or for a trainer to move. I still can't open the pause menu though, so we're gonna quit the game. Come back over here, we'll reload the game. I honestly don't know if this is gonna work on Pokemon Stadium. I may have just broken the game. I think that's unlikely though. I also think I've done the glitch once on Pokemon Stadium already. Because I remember slowing the game down to avoid screwing up. Alright. Speed the game back up. Hit continue. Oh, do I have Hitmonlee in my party? I do, right? Yeah. Alright. I can open my pause menu now. So we're gonna hop on my bicycle. We're gonna ride my bicycle over here. Now, the thing is, the game is still waiting for something to move. So I can't... I can't finish the glitch until an NPC moves. Well, guess what? Rocks? Boulders? Those are NPCs. Alright, an NPC has moved. an NPC has been forced to move by me, not just an NPC has moved. Now, the next part of the glitch is I need to encounter a Pokemon with a special stat. As in the stat special, not like a special stat. Which is any Pokemon. And the next part of the glitch will depend on what the special stat of the... Yes! First go! Okay, so there's a Ditto. Ditto copies my Pokemon and all of his stats. That means that this Ditto is about to have a 21 special stat. Ditto transformed into Rattata, he has a special stat. A special stat of 21. 21 is the ID linked to Mew, because the Pokemon's ID number and the Pokemon's Pokédex number don't line up, right? So, the random jumble of numbers assigned to Mew is 21. Now we fly back to Celadon City, where we started the glitch at. We actually didn't have to fly to Celadon City, but that's where we're going. We're gonna hop on our bicycle, ride it over here into whatever this town is. Is this Saffron? Doesn't tell me when I get in it, so as far as I'm concerned, it's Saffron. Probably wrong. Alright, so through those doors, rather, not that door, but those doors over there in front of my trainer, is the route where we flew away from the enemy trainer. The maximum range trainer. The route where we started the trainer fly glitch. Behold. I never pressed the start button, I pressed the right button. As soon as you step here, which is apparently the start of that route for whatever, the pause menu pops up. And when you exit the pause menu, behold, Mew. Fun thing about Mew is I didn't bring any Pokeballs. Or status abilities. I didn't bring a Pokeball. Ah! That's just Mew. That's just singular Mew. Mewtwo is a separate Pokemon. I restarted because I didn't bring a Pokeball. That's what I've done. I've got to go get balls. It's fine. It's totally acceptable behavior. Nothing out of the ordinary happening yet. I hope this loads me, yeah, right here. Good, 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 good. Okay. Let's do a couple of things then. Pidgey! Need you to take me here, dog. To Celadon City. Yeah, again with feeling. Except this time I'm not gonna encounter Ditto on my first go. And that's gonna suck. Do you sell Pokeballs? You do, but you only sell Great Balls? Dog. I'm trying to catch Mew here. Can't just come at Mew with a Great Ball. Might have to. That sign advertises the new Great Ball, so I'm guessing the mart in this town also just carries Great Ball. Alright, fine. We'll buy 59,400 Poké-Dollars worth of them. Let's just get, like, 15. Alright. Next thing's next. Pidgey, fly me back to the only location where Ditto can be encountered. Fuchsia City. Also, I want Jolteon. I want to get rid of Execute for now. I want to get rid of... Ooh, no, I need Rattata. Just give me Jolteon for now. Oh, I gotta move a rock. Gotta force an NPC to move. Hitmonlee! Use strength. Oh, don't look at your stats, they suck! Garbage stats. Also, did you notice that Hitmonlee's stats changed? He went from a 39 special to a 40, even though he didn't level up. It's because in Generation 1, you can put a Pokemon in the PC, take them back out of the PC, and they'll gain any stat changes they should have gained naturally. Oh, Venonat. If only I knew what your special stat was, I'd be willing. You know, I'd test it. Another Venonat? At least Vulpix is going to gain some experience here. Some stat experience. Alright, back and forth until a Ditto appears. Round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Thought you said Vulpix looked like Ninetales from behind. Now you think she looks janky. Rude. Poor Vulpix. Maybe you thought Vulpix looked like Ninetales from the front. Alright, we need to change Pokemon here. Rattata? Alright. We're just gonna run from that battle. Whoops! I didn't actually want to come here. Pidgey! It is Saffron City. I was right! I'm a genius!
I would like just a little bit of effort from
I
you.
am putting in all of the effort. Squeeze me. Alright. Mew. Did I pull out Jolteon? I did, right? Yeah. My character's only 10. He's not that heavy. Alright. Time to start hucking balls at this Mew. Should have saved. I knew I had done the glitch right up to this point. I should have saved. How much damage does Hyper Fang do? Is Hyper Fang the one that does half health or something? Nope, Hyper Fang does 80 damage. Pidgey, get in there. Use Quick Attack. Alright, whatever you do, dog, don't crit. Alright, good. I'll pet it, Lil. Well, don't mind if I do a Lil. Yes, Mew was caught. Right. First catch of the day, serving it up Gary's way. Let's go. Alright. I will name this Mew. I will name him after the most iconically named Final Fantasy character of all time. The best Final Fantasy character name of all time. The finest of Final Fantasy character names. Truly an icon in the RPG industry. Butts. No, not Cloud, Sims. Butts, obviously. What's a Cloud? Who is Cloud? Ain't no Butts, that's for sure. What do you mean, what have I done? I named my Mew Butts. I have not disrespected Mew. I gave him a great hero's name. What are you talking about?
My wife.
Have you lost your mind? Alright, I gotta put this Rattata away, unless I want a team of 6 Mews. I also gotta put Jolteon away for the time being. Alright, what stat is Mewtwo at? Is it 131 or 121? Mewtwo is 131. Okay. So we're gonna grab Weepin' Bell.
Gotta say, I was riffing, but now I can see why
gonna
you
grab
guys
Mew.
don't like this.
Gonna grab Mew. Darn it. We're gonna hop back to box 1. We're gonna grab Mew. I mean Butts. We're gonna grab Butts. Come here, Butts. Alright. Does Weepin' Bell learn anything of value at this point? Utsudon. Level 29, he'll learn Acid. At level 38, he'll learn Razor Leaf. Jeez, Weepin' Bell, level 38? Really? Fine. Pidgey, fly us somewhere. Perfect. Alright, we're gonna bebop over. Well, no, we're not. We're gonna check Weepin' Bell's stats. A whopping 55 special. Okay. Somebody in the party is looking a little malnourished. But you look like you could use some calcium in your diet. That's right. Eat, my pretty. Eat! I think I can only feed him 10 of these. Tell me when I get to 10. Ah, that was 10. You didn't tell me. You failed me. Alright, Butts, how about some protein for you, buddy? Should be all. Yeah, okay. HP up? You probably need some more HP, right? Perfect. Okay. Carbos? I mean, why not? Butts need some carbos, right? For sure. It's the only Pokemon in my entire team that has a nickname. I guess I need to nickname my Mewtwo Butts too. I mean, I could name him after Terra because she's the protagonist of Final Fantasy VI, but it's not as funny as Butts 2. Might be a little more clever, but Butts 2 is clearly the way to go. Disrespect! Butts is a hero! The greatest of us. Man, disrespect, what are you talking about, dude? Now, if you don't mind, Butts needs to learn how to call thunder down. Yes, Butts, the great hero of Final Fantasy V. What are you not getting about this, Kate Sith? It's a great name. It's a beautiful name for a warrior hero. What is your deal? I'm beginning to think you're misunderstanding the naming principle here. You'll excuse me, I have fishing to do. I have a lot of fishing to do. There will be much fishing happening here. I will be casting many rods. I need to set up a whole row of super rods here. Like in the real world. Butts, your first enemy! Let's get Electrode in there. Butts grew to level 9. Let's go. Good work, Butts. Yeah, dog. I'm EV training Mew. I mean, I'm gonna have to register Mew anyway. I may as well have him fully trained and ready to fight, right? Let's try Weepin' Bell here. Oh, except Weepin' Bell has no offensive moves. Jeez. He does have one offensive move. What is this nonsense? Rap! Rap him, Weepin' Bell. Rap him. Let's teach Victory Bell one of the best moves in the game. Give her the poison powder, just teach him Toxic. Unfortunately, there are no other moves I can really teach Victory Bell. Except by leveling up. At level 38, he'll learn Razor Leaf. Then he'll have a move. At level 29, he'll learn Acid, which will kinda suck. Also, his accuracy is apparently god-awful. It's because Cedra comes out and just starts smoke-screening people. Rude. Butts grew to level 12. What's Butts' stats at? Ooh, already at 37. Let's go, Butts. Is that universal 37? No, 36, 36, 37, 37. Because he's been fighting Cedras, who have higher special and speed than they have attack and defense. A couple of Kinglers pop up and that'll turn right around. Alright, Weepin' Bell. You're actually going to be weak to that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Never mind. Go Electrode! Whoops. Woo, almost self-destructed. Not what we want. It's gonna be a long night, Ducklings. Stick with me. We're gonna go fishing. It's a nice old fishing trip. We're just on a nice fishing trip. I'm gonna go retitle the stream. A nice fishing trip. Nice fishing trip. I meant to retitle the stream as soon as I had made up my mind about what I was doing. I wasn't certain when I hit live. I was like, I don't know, man. I might do this, I might do that. It could go many ways. Then during the 5 minutes of pre-stream time and then the time that I spent just making noise at chat, I said, yeah, we're gonna play Pokemon Blue, it's fine. I think when it goes to YouTube, I'll still, I don't like Thunder. I hate Thunder. But, here's the thing. But, before I decided to do this, I used Thunderbolt to teach Jolteon an electric move, because it's the only electric move he'll learn. It's via TM. That's the really stupid thing about this game. Half the electric types won't learn any electric moves, except Thunder Shock, which sucks. So I taught Jolteon Thunderbolt. You get one copy of Thunderbolt from Lieutenant Surge. I used it without cloning it, like a big dum-dum. So now, if any of my Pokemon are going to have access to an electric move, it's going to be Thunder, unless I want to play all the way through Red. I really only have to play through Red until I get to Lieutenant Surge. I could theoretically do that. I could do that right now, but we're on a fishing trip, and I don't want to break away from the excellent sport of fishing to play a game. Who wants that? We're just gonna fish. That is really dumb. Also, Mega Drain is not a move that any Pokemon in this generation learns. No one learns Mega Drain. Mega Drain is acquired in one place, from defeating the Grass Gym Leader, whatever her name is. I forgot her name. But I taught Mega Drain to someone, apparently, and now it's gone. I don't even know who I taught that one to. I may have thrown it away by accident, but you can't prove that. Erica, yeah, Erica's her name, thank you. You might actually be wrong, but I think you're right. Did I miss? How did I miss? There we go, critical hit, perfect. Another fishing trip. Ah, good, a Seadra. Ironically, Electrode is also a good counter to Seadra because he has Swift. So if it does get to the point that no one can hit Seadra with anything because of Smokescreen, Swift over and over again. A Cacnea, well, I do love Cacnea. Cacnea is really cool. I find that I have a fondness for grass types that I don't want to admit. I think grass types are cool. Cacturn is cool, Shiftry is cool, Ludicolo is cool, Victory Bell is cool, Vileplume is okay. I think Victory Bell is way cooler than Vileplume. Swift isn't the only move that always hits. I think it's the only move that always hits in this generation. There's a couple of moves that were added later on that always hit, though. Sims, you're out! Sims, reload! Butts grew to level 16. Look at that special shooting through the roof. You can... Having Butts on the team is really cool, actually, because you can tell how the EVs are getting spread, because Mew has a perfect 100 in all stats. So if Mew's getting higher stats in one area, that means that that area is getting more experience during your grind session. So like right now, I'm getting more special stats and more speed stats than anything else. Which I kind of expect.
My wife!
It shows Sims Cult one of the coolest grass types out there. I like the Serena line. Serena's not the final form, but I don't remember what the final form is. Steenie is the first form. Oh, Serena is the final form. Also, Bounsweet is the little form. Steenie is the middle form. Serena's really cool. Fomantis is really cool. Or Lurantis, I guess, is the big one, right? Fomantis is the little one. Yeah, Lurantis is really cool. I'm fond of Amoonguss. And I think... Sometimes I look at Amoonguss and I'm like, that's just Electrode with a plant skin. But I think Amoonguss is cool. And I like his naming theme. Fungus Amoonguss. It's really cool. Butts is leveling up pretty fast, too. Crap. Aww. No! Weeping Bell! Alright, we're gonna fly back and heal Weeping Bell. Because Weeping Bell's like my substitute 130 special stat Pokemon. I don't know if... I don't know if Butts is actually gonna get there. Butts, deal with that. Butts, deal with that. Nidoran. I already have one of those. Whoops. Also, Mew is... So, I'm using the best grinding spot prior to getting all 8 badges that you have access to easily. Easily. Theoretically, if you had infinite time and patience... Amoonguss's name is not dumb. It's Fungus Amoonguss. There's a fungus among us. It's a good name. You guys are just being haters on the cool plant types. Grass types, whatever. Shut up. I know what I said. Theoretically, if you had infinite time and patience, you could use the Mew glitch to encounter Mew over and over and over again. And after fighting Mew 656 times, your Pokemon would have perfect stats. Or as close to perfect stats as it could get. This is why I don't like Thunder. Thunderbolt wouldn't have missed. Tropius is cool. I think Tropius is cool. I don't think he's a good Mon. So I've never used him, but I think he's cool. That's not true. I did use him... in Ruby. I used him in Ruby for a little bit, but not very long. This is good. This is good. We're just gonna keep fishing. Kecleon? Kecleon's not grass type, but yeah, Kecleon's cool. There's a lot of good Gen 3 Pokemon. Gen 1, 2, and 3 Pokemon I have a very soft spot for. I don't, generally speaking, see a Gen 1, 2, 3 Pokemon and say, ew. I don't think that there's any Game Boy Advance era Pokemon I don't like. I'm not super fond of the Diglett line, but I don't dislike them by any stretch of the imagination. I like Diglett and Dugtrio. You don't like Solrock and Lunatone? What's wrong with you? They're sun and moon psychic rocks. They're incredible. I get it. I get it. Solrock and Lunatone are like weird, but I think they look cool, especially their shinies. Similar to Tropius, it's questionable how good they are, but I like them. And I don't dislike Diglett. I just think Diglett is the least detailed Pokemon in existence. You know? Like, he's just a little whoop. Just a little whoop, sticking out of the ground going, whoop. That's it. That's all he is. Whoop, whoop. That's it. You go, whoop, and then you go, whoop. You've got him. That's Diglett. Somebody crop that. Put my fist inside my hand, make it Diglett. Do it. Do it! How do you get Dugtrio and Dodrio mixed up? One is a dodo bird with 3 heads, the other is a Diglett with 3 heads. They don't even have similar evolutionary lines. Diglett goes from 1 to 3, Dodrio goes from 2 to 3. How? No, I get it. I really do. Because their names are similar. I'm kidding. I get it. I was being facetious. Perhaps! How could you? I don't like, I'll confess, I don't care for Shinotic? I don't care for the fungus Pokemon in Gen 7. I think Amoonguss is way cooler than Shinotic. I think Shinotic just gives me, like... Okay. Here's the thing. If I saw Amoonguss in the forest at night, I'd be like, oh, Amoonguss. If I saw Shinotic in the forest in the middle of the night, I would run screaming from the forest, clawing at my own eyeballs to get the image of the thing out of my head. Which I know wouldn't do anything because my impulsive fear of the dark would only increase when there was nothing but dark. But that thing doesn't belong in Pokemon. It belongs in one of those horror Pokemon reject games. It looks like, and this is a compliment to the Pokemon's design, not a negative commentary on the type of game I'm about to reference. But it looks like a reject from a FNAF spin-off. This is something that someone designed. They were like, what if we put this in a haunted house and used it to scare children? And then, like, they dropped their folder in the elevator. And someone that worked at Pokemon was in the elevator with them, and they saw the folder. And they were like, hey, what's that? He was like, oh, just my new animatronic for the new FNAF game. And guy was like, can I have that? Give you $50 for that. And then he took it back to the office. He was like, guys, look at this new Pokemon I designed. I don't know what we're calling it, but it's a glowing mushroom. And Shiinotic was born, and I don't like it. I don't like its existence. Hatrine, the Hatterena line is cool. I don't know how to spell that one either. There's no A after the first one. You basically spelled it right. There are 2 T's, and that last A is an E. So it's Hatterene. The Hatterene line is really cool. Hatterene and Shiinotic look like they come from the same line. This is that. This is how you spell that one. Hatterene and Shiinotic look like they come from the same line. Or not the same line, but the same evolutionary base. Because of the way their faces are drawn, they look like they go in the same biome. But for whatever reason, Hatterene inflicts much less fear response in me than Shiinotic, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because Hatterene has pupils. Like, its eyes are solid black, but then it has little white pupils. And Shiinotic doesn't have that. Its eyes are lifeless. Its eyes are soulless monstrosities that absorb the light around it and curse you to terror shakes for the rest of your life. You like Shiinotic or you like Mimikyu? Which one do you like? Which one are you saying that you like? I'm gonna see if Butts can hold his own here. We're gonna fish with Weepinbell at the front. You like both of them? Well, you like abominations that belong in the bottom of the dark forest. So, I don't know. I give up. What level are you? Not what level. What's your special at? 56. It's not too bad. 56 at 19? That's not too bad at all. His base value at 50 is 100? If his base value at 50 is 100, and he's already at 59 at 19, he should breach 131 before level 50. So this could definitely go our way. We might get Mewtwo from blah blah blah. But we're cooking, dog. Yeah, dog, we're cooking. Let me cook. Couple of Slowbros back to back's gonna get Butt's defense a little bit higher. I really like this area. It's great in Generation 1 theoretically, because you can just keep fighting these Pokemon and you get a decent spread of stat experience. But given that we're stopping at level 50, it's kind of problematic because we're getting a lot of attack stat experience from Kingler. We don't want that on any of the Pokemon we're training, really. No, you're not learning Stun Spore. Calm down, Weepinbell. Butts grew to level 20 and learned Mega Punch. I was talking about that. I don't think I talked about that on stream. I may have. Did I talk about that on stream? Hey Sith, did I talk about Mega Punch on stream yesterday? And Mew? I don't remember if I talked about it on stream or after stream. I can bring it back up. Whatever. We're fishing. You can repeat conversations while you're fishing. It's fine. It doesn't hurt anybody. It's weird that Mew learns Mega Punch. That's all I had to say about that. It's not even actually what the conversation was. The conversation was like, there are only 3 Pokemon that learn Mega Punch. And they're Hitmonchan, Magmar, and Mew. One of those 3 you don't expect to learn Mega Punch at all. And it's Mew. Actually, no, it's not. Mega Punch is Hitmonchan, Mew, and Lickitung? It's either Lickitung or Kangaskhan, and I don't remember which. Hang on, I'll go look it up. Kangaskhan. Hitmonchan, Kangaskhan, and Mew all learn Mega Punch. And then, in, Generation 2... In Generation 2, or in any generation, actually, Geodude and Magby can't learn it naturally, but can learn it from breeding. And on the completely opposite end of that conversation, I was talking to Sims, and like this, I'm sure it's gotta irritate her to some extent. But I was talking to Sims, and I was like, because it irritates me that I'm like this. But I was talking to Sims, just having like a casual conversation with Sims. And I said, breeding in Generation 2 is really cool. I'm sure from that point, she let out an internal exasperated sigh. Not an external one. She did not sigh exasperatedly at me. But I'm sure internally, she was like, here we go. And, yeah, I was talking to you. You don't remember this? I said, because in Generation 2, you can... And it was just fluid thought. Now I'm trying to compose it in a less fluid thought so that it makes better sense. So, no, I wasn't talking to you just now, Sims. I was talking to you earlier today. So let me roll the conversation back a little bit. In Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, there's a, I think it's called Tiny Cup. Okay. Maybe it's called Petite Cup. What are the rules to Petite Cup? Pokemon Stadium and the Generation 4 Core Series games is an intermediate level Stadium Cup. The restrictions include a level restriction. In Generation 1, the Pokemon can... Okay, Petite Cup isn't what I'm thinking of then. What's the Pika Cup? Okay. I think Pika Cup is what I'm thinking of. The Pokemon has to be between level 15 and 20. Your 3 Pokemon can't have a level greater than 50. And theoretically, it's intended to only have 1 and 2 stage Pokemon who can be acquired prior to level 2. There's nothing actually preventing you from entering. So you can get Dragonite at level 7 via the Mew glitch. Dragonite at level 15 is eligible to compete in the Pika Cup. So you can bring in level 15 Dragonite. But not what you're supposed to do. Not what I was thinking of at the time. Now I'm looking at the rules and I realize that there's not actually any limitations. Also, you can get a level 15 Dragonair naturally in Pokemon Yellow, so that's a thing to consider. Also, completely beside the point, though. But that's not what I'm talking about. What I was thinking of is the quote-unquote tiny cup, which I think is a regulation in either Pokemon Stadium 2 or in Smogon. Whichever it is, it's all of the Pokemon have to be first stage. And I thought they all had to be level 5, but it might be like level 15. Either way, Pokemon have to be a very low level, and they're intended to be first stage Pokemon. And my thought was, in Generation 1, that really sucks, because your move pool's very limited. Like, you can teach them Thunder and Thunderbolt via TMs, but those are supposed to be limited resources. You might have one Pokemon on your team that has access to Thunderbolt, which is a really good move, but you're only going to have one Thunderbolt. You might have one Pokemon on your team who has Flamethrower, but again, very limited move. And you're probably going to slap both of those on your Rhydon, your Rhyhorn. Hey, you're probably not, but you might. Surf could be on your entire team, though. You don't really want your entire team to have Surf. All this talking, no objectives being accomplished. In Generation 2, breeding was introduced, and egg moves were introduced as a result of breeding. And egg moves can be passed down from a parent to the child. It doesn't have to be a move that the child can know, because the child can inherit it from the parent. Sometimes that rule doesn't apply. You're not going to have a Charmander that learned Fly from the parent. Charizard with Fly can't give Charmander Fly. Sorry, can't happen. But if you have a Vileplume that knows Petal Dance, and you breed that male Vileplume with a female Venusaur, well, guess what? You've got a little baby Bulbasaur that knows the best Grass-type move in the game. There is no better Grass-type move available. Except for, like, Frenzy Plant in Generation 3, because that's Frenzy Plant, and Solar Beam on a sunny day. But Solar Beam and Frenzy Plant both have downsides. Petal Dance has a downside. After 5 turns, your Pokemon becomes confused if it somehow hasn't killed its opponent. I don't know what you're doing that 5 turns of 120 power moves isn't enough to kill your opponent, but Petal Dance has no downside, okay? It's supposed to, it doesn't. That little bit of confusion, not a concern at all. So, you can get a Bulbasaur in Petite Cup, Tiny Cup, Pika Cup, whatever, with Petal Dance. And it's insane. And you could take... Yeah, I'm going to just get a Gen 2 Bulbasaur Learn Set. That same Bulbasaur... That same Bulbasaur can have Toxic, Leech Seed, Petal Dance, and Skull Bash. And you hear me say that and you're like, why would you want your Bulbasaur to know Skull Bash? Skull Bash sucks. And theoretically, you don't want to run Skull Bash with Toxic Leech Seed together. Because Toxic Leech Seed is incredibly strong in Gen 1, where Leech Seed stacks with Toxic, so that every time Toxic gets stronger, Leech Seed also gets stronger. Crazy powerful. In Generation 2, that doesn't happen. But in Generation 2, Skull Bash raises your defense on the first turn, hits for 100 damage on the second turn. So while your Toxic is stacking, you can be skull bashing. You get that defense increase, you get that base damage. In the event that Petal Dance isn't going to one-hit kill your opponent. And that's your compensation. Theoretically, you could still set up Toxic Leech Seed, and then Skull Bash, Skull Bash, Skull Bash. And anything that wouldn't die to Petal Dance is gonna die to Toxic Leech Seed. And because you've got Leech Seed set up and you're getting Skull Bash every other turn, your Venusaur is gonna be pretty beefy. Not like super beefy, but he's gonna be pretty beefy. He's not going down without a fight, you know? I don't know. Now I want to go back to Google and I want to change the word Bulbasaur to Charmander. So what can we give Charmander in an ideal? Okay. So Charmander, get this. What's its name? Okay, so this won't work in Generation 1 because the move doesn't exist. But if you were just looking at Charmander in Generation 2 for the same reasons, Charmander can have Outrage. Little baby Charmander can learn Outrage, can have Ancient Power, and then, you can put standard Charmander moves on him, like whatever you want. The core theory here is that you have access to a really powerful Dragon-type move on a non-Dragon, and you have access to a good stat-boosting move in Ancient Power. Do you run... And the other question is, you're dealing with Charmander, so... Do you run physical or special Charmander? Well... I think they're even on Charmander. I'm going back to check now. Special attack is 60, attack is 52. You could go either way. But the option comes down to, do you want Flamethrower or Fire Punch? And I think you want Flamethrower, because Flamethrower I'm pretty sure is 95 power. Fire Punch has an 80 or 75. So I think you go special. And you just have access to Ancient Power for that extra stat boost in case you need it. Or even crazier option, and this is probably a bad choice, unless you have a really good setup, but you could have Belly Drum Charmander. Charmander maxes out his attack stat, cuts his health in half, and it doesn't matter, because Fire Punch is still a special attack, so you're using Ancient Power over and over. But you can use Ancient Power over and over and get max gains, Probably don't want Belly Drum. Come to think of it, given that the stat split hadn't happened, the physical special split hadn't happened, probably don't want that. Okay, I'm out of water. We've talked for a long time about nothing. And pre-roll clearance is gone. So, we need to take an ad break to clear up the pre-rolls, and I need more water. So let's take a break. I'll be right back, Ducklings. Thank you for your patience.
Trouble, call for backup. You can call on the powers of your new friends, unlock puzzles, defeat enemies, and gain new abilities in Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Rated E for everyone, only for Game Boy Advance. In trouble? Call for backup. You can call on your new friends and new abilities in Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Rated everyone, only for Game Boy Advance.
チの時は携帯だ。今度のカービィは仲間を呼べる。新しいコピー能力もたくさんあるぞ。ゲームボーイアドバンス星のカービィ鏡の大迷宮。今度のカービィは携帯で仲間を呼べる。新しいコピー能力もたくさんあるぞ。星のカービィ鏡の大迷宮。
The power of the Hulk could be yours when you need it with Hulk Hands. Hulk Hands, hear them roar. With all the thunderous sounds of the Hulk built in. The power of the Hulk is in your hands.
I've got the power of the Hulk in my hands, and I like it!
Hulk Hands, with real Hulk sounds. Is there a Hulk in you?
We bought my son Brian several Mega Man games over the years. It seemed innocent enough. I mean, Mega Man's a good guy, right? But seriously, it got a little out of hand. It was Mega Man this, Mega Man that, Mega. Yeah! But we've come to an understanding. It's homework, yard work, visiting Grandma, then Mega Man.
Power up! There's a Mega Man for everybody. Mega Man, all the action you need. Each sold separately, rated E for everyone.
Oh, sorry, Grandma. Ah, it's cheating!
A battle looms over this place. It's a battle for destiny, a battle for glory, a battle for...
Pokemon Stadium, the place to prove you're the ultimate Pokemon trainer. You can upload your Game Boy Pokemon onto your N64, and for the first time ever, battle in 3D.
Then a conquering hero is raised to victory. Sky high.
Rated E for everyone.
Just in, alien monsters from a distant galaxy have landed on Earth and are hiding in real barcodes on real products everywhere.
Scanners time. Let's go get them.
You can only capture them with scanners. Scanners let you scan any barcode on real products and capture the monsters. Then battle them on your own or play head-to-head to win. They're hiding in millions of barcodes everywhere. You can scan them, capture them, fight them with scanners. The more you scan, the more you fight, the more powerful you become. Scanners. Scan them, capture them, fight them. Cards and comic book included, batteries not included.
Right, and we're back, Ducklings. There's a few more seconds of ads that we have to wade through, but you'll be fine. You're not missing anything but their beautiful face, beautiful tones, pointless conversation, meaningless, goalless. What were we talking about? Charmander? Oh, yeah, Charmander's not as fun as I thought. Charmander kind of sucks. Now we're going back. Going back to... Still haven't gone back. I need to go back. What? Squirtle. Tell me about Squirtle, Gen 2. Can he learn anything cool from breeding? Squirtle can begin with confusion. Wait, can he learn Psychic via TM? No. So your Squirtle could have Surf, Confusion. That's weird. Oh no, I don't think there's anything promising in Squirtle either. Man, I'm kind of mad. Bulbasaur has such a cool... Petal Dance is just such a good, cool move. Charmander gets Outrage at least. Squirtle doesn't get anything like that. And again, he has access to the best HM in the game. So, arguably fair. Who else? What about something weird? What's Weedle get? Right? Nothing. Which I was pretty sure was the case. Weedle and Caterpie can learn nothing from breeding in Generation 1 and 2. Or in Generation 2. So, not really worth investigating, sorry. Heracross? Heracross is technically a Stage 1 Pokemon. I'd call that fair game, right? Too bad he gets nothing good. He can learn Bide, Flail, and Harden. That's it. From breeding. Pinsir, similarly, can learn Flail and Fury Attack from breeding, and that's it. Hi, Anapu! You just missed ads! Another your favorite part. Sorry to disappoint. We're just talking and fighting Pokemon. Nothing big going on, you know, nothing big, important happening. Oh, what's Butts' level? Butts, what's your special at? 67. What's 67 correlate to, eh? 67 is a missing no. Weird that the music stops on that screen. I don't like it. It's kind of eerie. Kind of wonky. Pinsir wasn't neat. What about Totodile? Alright, totally different. Like, we're not talking about a Gen 1 Pokemon being traded up and breeding. Now we're just talking about a Gen 2 Pokemon being bred. So Totodile can begin the game, or can begin his life, with Hydro Pump, and Crunch, and Thrash. Hydro Pump, Crunch, Thrash. And he can't learn any of those naturally? He learns none of those naturally. That's really cool, actually. It's a good little physical special set on him. Crunch will be special. Thrash is physical. Hydro Pump, of course, is special. I'm wondering what his... He can also learn Ancient Power from the fossils. What egg groups is Totodile in? That's the question, isn't it? What is he doing learning these moves? He's Monster and Water 1. Corsola and the fossils are all Water 1. I see. Okay. Oh. And he can, Feraligatr can breed with the Tyranitar line because of Monster, which is where he gets Crunch from, and Thrash. It's pretty cool. I think, I think I'd like to do... So, my dream Generation 1 run is the gift-only run, where we run Amnesia Psyduck, the Pikachu Professor Oak gives us, yada yada yada, gift-only Pokemon. I think in Generation 2, since it's the one that gets breeding, I think it would be cool to just kind of breed 6 near-perfect Pokemon, and just use them throughout the course of the game. But I don't know who I would use. And I definitely don't have the time or patience to do that, because you'd have to get all the way through the game, acquire the Pokemon you want to breed, and then transfer them to a new game. Too much work. Probably actually less work than registering all 151 Pokemon in the Hall of Fame in Pokemon Stadium, but hey, what can you do? People have goals. They're really dumb goals sometimes, but they have goals. People do have goals, even when they're stupid. Stupid people often set as many, if not more, goals than smart people, even. And their goals aren't always stupid. I guess, to be fair, stupid people don't exist. And there's another Kingler, just stupid goals. Cat! There's a cat in here, guys. He's a little sweetheart. Hey, little sweet boy. Sully, come here. You want to be a sweet boy on TV? Yeah? He doesn't want to be a sweet boy on TV. Sim says, "Hey, Mom. How you doing? How you doing over there, Mom?" Alright, we've stretched this as thin as we're going to. We're gonna go back to Viridian City and heal real quick. Another thing I was thinking about, just randomly, just because my brain won't stop moving onto random subjects. Pokemon Yellow you can play on Pokemon Stadium. And it works fine. Works just as intended. Beautiful, even. And I was just thinking, after I beat Pokemon Yellow eventually, I'd like to play through Pokemon Crystal. Part of the allure to playing the games in their original format is, A, I'm not emulating them, right? I don't have to emulate them because I own them. You have that cross-connectivity between the games if you're not emulating them, but you rather actually own them. But there's also this. I can play them on the console. I can use the Doduo Game Boy Tower to get a natural speed up instead of the unnatural speed up from an emulator. And you can then connect them to Pokemon Stadium and use the Pokemon you obtain in Stadium. You can't do that with Crystal. Because Crystal is a Game Boy Color game, and not a Game Boy game. It doesn't function with the Game Boy Transfer Pack. Very disappointing. So, you may not get a Pokemon Crystal run out of me. Sorry. You might get a Pokemon Gold or Silver run out of me. Time will tell on that one. What you won't get is a Pokemon Stadium 2 completion journey. Because, my name isn't Baton Pass Farfetch'd. It's Amnesia Duck. So I'm not trying to get Baton Pass Farfetch'd for completing Pokemon Stadium 2. Kate Seth, it's like you're not even here. Because you can't play Pokemon Crystal on Pokemon Stadium 2. It's not compatible. So I'd rather not do Pokemon Stadium 2, because I don't have access to the increased speed of Doduo Game Boy Tower mode, and I don't have access to interconnectivity with Pokemon Stadium through Crystal. Rude. Rude. What's rude? An Elect Kid? You know what Generation Elect Kid was introduced in? Generation 2. I keep seeing this guy in my YouTube Shorts feed. The guy who walks up to random strangers and is like, "How familiar are you with Pokemon?" And the guy on the other end of the mic is like, "Oh no, 4, or I don't know, an 8." Or there's a really confident guy who's like, 10. I know it all. And then, like, the guy says, "Okay, can you identify this Pokemon?" And shows him a picture, and they go, "Oh, that's Rattata." And he says, "Good." And he says, "Okay, you want to go... I'll give you $1 if you can identify this Pokemon." "Oh, it's Rattata." "Okay, good. There's $1. You want to go 2 for 2? Sure. Okay, who's this? And he's like, oh, that's Jinx. So, oh, man knows his stuff. Okay. There's $2. You want to go for another? Yeah, sure, let's go again. Alright. And then he's like, alright, who's this? And it's like Stack Attack. I'm like, whoa. I know who that is. Does this guy? The guy's like, oh, that's Stack Attack. And I'm like, you said 4. You can't know Jinx and Stack Attack at 4. The guy goes, oh, that's really good. Didn't think you'd get that one. Okay, what about this one? And it's like, Phalanx. The guy's like, that's Phalanx. And I'm like, no, 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 no. No. You can't rate your Pokemon knowledge as a 4. It'd be like, Stack Attack, Phalanx, Jinx, Rattata. Those Pokemon are on opposite ends of the Pokemon spectrum. You can't know them all and be at a 4. If you had said 8, I'd be like, alright, man knows his stuff. If you had said 10, I'd expect it of you. I'd be like, how can you not know who Stack Attack is? You know? Okay, what about this Pokemon? That's Guzzlord. Where you get the guy, and I haven't seen this, but I have no doubt at some point he would show someone an Ultra Beast. He'd be like, well, that's Guzzlord, but he's not technically a Pokemon. And at that point, the game is over. The guy gets uppercut, the camera cuts off suddenly. No more. No more. Entire YouTube channel is cancelled. Justifiably, though. Ultra Beasts. Ultra Beasts are just Pokemon from another dimension. Like how Paradox Pokemon are just Pokemon from another time period. I am... Blah. Blah. Don't tell me. Oh, it's not technically a Pokemon. Does it go in Pokeballs? Whoa, yeah. Is it in the Pokemon universe and is alive? Whoa, yeah. And it's not human. Whoa, yeah. Then it's a Pokemon. And arguably, so are the humans. At least there's no evidence to the contrary. Same technology that made Mewtwo, cloned a human girl, the same... There's lore of humans becoming Pokemon, there's lore of Pokemon becoming humans. You know, there's a human who married a Pokemon. Humans are Pokemon. It's the only way the universe makes sense. And I can come to terms with the idea that humans are just a different branch of Pokemon evolution way more easily than I can come to terms with everything is a Pokemon. And yet, like, there is a fruit for every Pokemon. Or vice versa. There's a Pokemon for every fruit, right? If you encounter a fruit in the Pokemon universe, there's probably a corresponding Pokemon. And there's, like, for every animal you encounter, there's, like, a corresponding Pokemon. And that's concerning, because that means I didn't mean to come to this menu. I meant to go fishing. We're fishing. That's concerning because, there are berries. But the berries aren't Pokemon. There are apricorns. But the apricorns aren't Pokemon. This is a world where there are sentient cherries, and there are non-sentient cherries. And they coexist. You might be picking a cherry one day, and that sucker turns around and razor leafs you. You're like, I was just trying to have a cherry! And the cherry's like, try to eat me. Razor leaf. And you're dead. You just got death by 1,000 leaf cuts. They're like paper cuts, but they're even worse. Because they're magical Pokemon leaves. It's magical Pokemon paper. Like, what happens when your Magikarp dies? Do you just take him over to the fire, cook him, eat him? Eat that cherry anyway, right? Eat the cherry anyway. Or like, So I haven't looked at the lore behind Hisui and Voltorb. I'm about to go look at it right now, though. I'm actively going to look at it. Wait a minute. Does female Hisui and Voltorb have eyelashes? Or was that like a graphical glitch? Okay. So there's nothing in the Pokédex about Voltorb being directly related to Pokeballs. Or at least Hisui and Voltorb being directly related to Pokeballs. Voltorb is also not directly related to Pokeballs, right? But his appearance is based on a Pokeball. And it's like a natural evolution of Voltorb to look like a Pokeball. Which means at some point... No, not at some point. For all of history, because Hisui and Voltorb looks like an ancient Pokeball made from an apricorn. And modern Voltorb looks like a modern, sleek Pokeball. Which means Voltorb has always looked like whatever Pokemon trainers used to put other Pokemon in. At some point, presumably, Voltorb was just a nut, right? Because Hisui and Voltorb is grass type. So, like, presumably, Hisui and Voltorb is just a branch of the apricorn evolution tree. One apricorn tree is just sprouting apricorns. The other apricorn tree is creating sentient, exploding balls of energy that are alive. Thus, I used the term sentient. Arguably, the other apricorns are alive until you pick them too, because fruit are technically alive, but not in the same way that a Pokemon's alive. You pick a cherry and you eat it, and the cherry doesn't scream in agony or laugh in delight. Whatever the Pokemon explanation is for eating Pokemon. Appleton's description is like, Appleton gives off a sweet smell that attracts young humans. Its favorite thing is to stand at a school courtyard and be devoured by tiny humans. Appleton's greatest joy is when all of its flesh is torn from its body and eaten. I'm like, what is this? What's going on? It's like, you don't bake an apple pie, and the apple pie is like, man, why are you sitting me? Why am I still sitting on this windowsill? I want to be eaten, man. Somebody come eat me. That's not why the apple pie smells sweet. The apple pie smells sweet because apples smell sweet. Appleton smells sweet because it wants to be eaten. Ain't natural. And this is why I have issues with Pokemon genetics. Humans are Pokemon? Fine. Okay, I get it. There are a lot of Pokemon that look like humans. There are some humans that look like Pokemon, if you know what I mean. So, like, Pokemon are humans. That makes sense. There's genetic code that makes them look similar. You can clone a human the same way you can clone a Pokemon. Like, there's lore there. That clicks. Nanab berries and Execute cannot coexist. You can't have a fruit-bearing tree that is alive, that is a sentient being, and a fruit-bearing tree that is just a fruit-bearing tree in the same environment. And then, I hear what you're saying. I hear it, because I have the same thought. Well, yeah, but the fruit-bearing tree that is alive isn't actually a tree. It's a fruit-bearing Pokemon that imitates a tree. No, Sudowoodo is a Pokemon that imitates a tree. Sudowoodo is rock type. He is not a tree. Executor is not imitating a tree. It is a tree that is alive. Until Sudowoodo is introduced to the equation, okay. Pokemon who look like food aren't food. They just look like food. They're imitating food. The moment you bring in a Pokemon that is imitating food, that actively imitates food, it stops being, oh, Pokemon are just imitating the thing. No, Pokemon are the thing. You know, Pokemon are the thing. It's gross. I just don't want to be biting into a banana one day, and the banana goes, ah! And then you go, oh my god, banana, are you okay? And the banana's like, yeah, I'm fine, dude. You just kind of took a little bit too much off the top. If you'll just set me down... Actually, if you'll take me, you know what? Take me to the hospital down the street. They'll patch me up, and we'll be okay. We'll be right as rain. And that's the moment where I look at the banana and I say, take you to the hospital. Hospitals are expensive. I can't just take a banana to a hospital. And he's like, nah, man. Hospitals are free. You just take me down there. They'll stitch me right up. And an entirely different problem with Pokemon comes into play. Which is, the Pokemon universe has hospitals, and the Pokemon universe has Pokemon centers. You pay to go to hospitals. Anyone can walk into a Pokemon center and be like, help, my rat got punched. And they will throw that rat on a conveyor belt, and it will come out the other side at perfect health. No one does that with humans, though. I don't know what just happened. I don't know if you can still hear me. I don't know what the last thing I said was, legally speaking. But, Slowpoke tails are a rare delicacy. And I can't afford them, therefore there's no way you can afford them. Because I've been cheating. And I assume you haven't been. Exactly, Sims. Time for a 30-minute wrap-up stream. Let's go! Make sure to refresh the stream, because if you lost connection, you're no longer a viewer, and you have to fix that. Crap. How rude. Can't believe that just happened to me. I hope Kate Sith's been getting some good clips of me ranting and raving about the nonsense that is the Pokemon universe and Poke War. Oh. I see you sent... Internet... Really? I can't read that. All I can see is 30-minute wrap-up stream. Internet today? Internet gone? It can't be gone, because there's like a Y or something at the end. Oh, I can't tell. You sent Bort Cassius emote. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, Slowpoke tails. Slowpoke tails are tasty, but you can't afford them because they're expensive. They're like $1 million Poké dollars for one tail. Whew! Imagine trying to feed your family. Alright. Everybody gets a piece. I could only afford half a Slowpoke tail, though, so... y'all gonna have to share. A lot. Slowpoke tail before the Shelder bites, or after the Shelder bites? And why are Shelder different when they bite Slowpokes? Is that like deep sea Shelder? Well, that doesn't make sense because Slowpoke tails are like this long. There's no way. Shut up, Stream Elements. I know. They know I'm live. Internet Y! I can see it now. It says Internet Y. Just sitting here having a good time talking about how time flies when you're discussing crimes of Poke War. And here I am, disconnected from chat, unable to communicate. Sag. Oh well. It's fine. Electrode, what's your special at? 119. His speed is at 163, though. Meanwhile, Butts is at a nice, even 92. Neither of these Pokemon may get up to 131 by level 50. That'll be really disappointing, though. It seems kind of unlikely. If there's Poke War, then there's Poke Soldiers, which we already went over. Like, Lieutenant Surge is a soldier. But if there are Poke Soldiers in a world with Poke War, then that means that there's career Poke Soldiers. Trainers who raise Pokemon specifically for war. You're right. She is probably going home now. Well, thank you, Anapu. You welcome back. I've been here for a minute. You've been missing longer than me. I apologize. The internet just went out, and I'm mad because I went in there and it didn't look like it was an issue with my modem. It looked like it was an issue with one of my routers. Because the modem was showing that it was working fine, and both of my routers were blinking, so... Nah. The older router is in the middle of the two, so makes sense that it would start giving me crap. Oh well. Yeah, it's always the routers. It might have been the modem, and like I just didn't get to see it, because I didn't get up for a minute, because I was hoping it was just an OBS issue and it would come back. It was not just an OBS issue, though. Yeah, that one in the living room we've had for years. I wish I knew what Corey's problem was. I firmly believe it's his internet provider, though. Of course your YouTube video borked. We lost all internet. Because all of our Wi-Fi runs off of the two routers. Our modem doesn't put out Wi-Fi. So I went cheap on the modem. I didn't go cheap. Don't magic me. I didn't go that cheap on the modem. I just went cheap on the modem. Like, we already had a router, so I didn't buy, like, a big Wi-Fi 7 or whatever dual-band modem. Just bought a standard cable modem. Our internet was down for, like, 2 minutes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, internet down for, like, 2 minutes. Rude. Madge. Yeah, no, that sucks. Next Pokemon. A wild Fearow appears. Let's go. Great ball that sucker. How long do we have on missions now? 2 days, 22 hours? Okay. I can probably Wonder Trade 8 more Flying-type Pokemon in the next 2 days. That sounds doable. It's gonna give me a Cherish Ball. Might be worth the investment. If I can catch that Fearow, that'll help a lot, actually. Oh, you would disable Thunder. Because of the wonderful things he does. I hurt my throat earlier, Sims, because you left us. Because you left and screamed when I screamed. I hurt my throat. It was bad. It still hurts. I started crying. I covered it up as fake crying, but like my throat hurt so bad it brought actual tears to my eyes. I don't remember what the horrible noise was that I made, but I should probably avoid doing it in the future because it's probably terrible for my throat. But, alternatively, you could just avoid lurking, and I won't cry like that again. I won't scream like that again, so it'll be fine. You just have to stay with me forever. For my health. For my well-being. No, the singing didn't hurt my throat. I did sing right before that, though. But the singing didn't hurt my throat. It was... Oh, that's right. I said, come back to me, it's almost easy. And then I screamed. I did something with my throat right after that. And that was what messed it up. Oh, Sims, you're too late. I commented on it and everything, and you missed it. Sims, I'm so sorry. Sims says, what? What did I do? Nothing, Sims. You didn't do anything. My throat doesn't hurt. I wasn't upset when you left. You did nothing wrong, Sims. There's nothing. Frankly, I need to do something to, like, moisten my throat. Because it doesn't matter how much water I drink, my throat is still dry. I don't know if I'm sick, or if I'm stressing it too much, or what, but it's horrible. So it can't be allergies. I'm not allergic to anything. That makes sense, actually. I hate allergies. Because it's not like I have allergies. It's just that I have sinus trouble induced by pollen. But I'm not allergic. It happens to everyone. It just so happens that some people have allergic reactions to the pollen too. But like everyone gets scratchy throat from pollen. I don't need medicines. We can buy indoor plants. You have to keep them up, though. I'm not. I'm not keeping up the plants. I'm raising a garden of my own, full of weeping bells. I'm gonna take them to the trenches. Planter Poda. 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 Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Is that what you're aiming for, Anapu? Potatoes? They have cheap planter potatoes. I got you, dude. Everybody loves a good planter potato. She means pots. S and A are side by side on the keyboard. Which, like, on a real keyboard isn't a problem at all. Like, potatoes, 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 potatoes. I hit A and S in each of those, no issue. Not a problem. On a virtual keyboard, A and S being side by side is awful. And A and S being next to Shift? Even worse, because I'll like try to capitalize something, and I'll hit A, or I'll try to hit A and I'll capitalize the next letter. So I'll have words like STHMA. Capital S, STHMA. I was trying to type asthma. No, I didn't see what Matato. That's not how Matato spells his name. I haven't seen what... Oh, no, I saw the meme Matato shared. He shared it in your... Less family... Yeah. 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 The combination of Sharpedo and, Meganium. Did I say he didn't share it? He shared it. What do you mean, no, he shared it? I said, that's not how you spell his name. Not that he didn't share it. Oh, I might have... That was a slip of the tongue. The he and you are very close together on my keyboard. My tongue palette keyboard. Sometimes I say he instead of you. It just happens. I'm sorry. It happens to everyone. It's not even that I said he. It's just that you and he can come out so very similarly. Or it's not even that I said you. It's just that he and you can come out both similar. Oh, that. Sometimes it just happens, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, Sith! You're missing out on horrible things. Because you have to drive. Driving is for the weak. Just teleport. Just use instant transmission. Yeah, I know he posted it. I saw it. I saw it. He posted it. I streamed too late. You streamed too early. She finally corrected Potah to Pots. I didn't notice that. She's probably not... It occurs to me that she's not listening, probably, because, you know, she's working. So she probably has no idea that potatoes, 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 potatoes was intended to prove a point, and not just, like, making fun of her saying, Potah! Potah! I streamed too early, too. According to certain streaming experts, I shouldn't stream at night and in the morning. According to contrary streaming experts, you should stream when you can. Whenever you can. Whenever works for you. You shouldn't stream at night and in the morning. You should stream in the morning. Because it's... Right, and, like, that's the logic. See, that's what I'm saying. You get different things from different groups. Some people are like, you should only stream at one time. You don't have to stream consistently, but you should only stream at one time. And other people are like, you should differentiate your times, because you reach a broader audience. And some people are like, it doesn't matter, man, just stream. Just stream when you can stream when you can stream. Yeah, theoretically, you should stream when your fan base is available. Problem being, the times that I can stream, my loyal fan base is in someone else's stream. Except for early mornings when my fan base is sleeping. Or at work. But they're not normal. Everyone who comes to our streams has Monday through Friday 9 to 5 jobs for the most part. Corey and Jimmy don't. But like, Kamos, Rena, I say 9 to 5. Day shift, Monday through Friday jobs. Corey, Rena, I don't know what Kamos does. No, not Kamos. I know what Kamos does. I said Corey. I meant Rena, Kamos. I don't know what Major does. Jeez! Can't get people straight. I don't know what Taka does either, to be honest. Major codes? That makes sense. He likes numbers. Makes sense. Taka's in school. Yeah, that's right. Taka's in school. I don't know what Navi does. Except for not have money, according to himself in Corey's last stream. Himself. I don't know how Navi identifies either. Arguably, I make assumptions about how Major, Rena, and Kamos identify based on trends in conversation. Hello, Kingler. Kingler's a cool little fish Pokemon. I find more and more that I just think that, like, all Pokemon are cool. I used to be, like, diehard. I was like, Poison, Steel, Dark. Those are the cool Pokemon types. And then, like, I got really into ground types. Because, like, Rhydon is so cool. I love Rhydon. Yeah, I know I didn't do any. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm just trying... I'm trying so hard to get the team ready. I'll have a Mewtwo come Saturday morning stream. I don't know if he'll be ready, but I'll have a Mewtwo. The Facebook drive-thru also sells yarn? Sims, translate. The fan base downtown? I don't know what that means, Anapu. Family Dollar Dollar Tree, thank you. Jeez, I never would have came up with that. Mostly because I don't think of Family Dollar ever, I just think of Dollar General, because they're everywhere. Yeah, I know, yeah, Family Dollar and Dollar Tree are combined. No, I get that. Now that you've explained what one of the two are, I could have put it together. Oh, it's a bite! Oh, yeah, you did speak about the Pota. That's right. Yeah, I guess that's true. Well, I say I'll have a Mewtwo by Saturday morning, but, I don't know, man. I don't think Electrode's gonna break 130 in 2 levels. They're gonna take all my menu. And I don't know if Mew will either. There's also a chance that Mew won't hit 131 perfectly. If I get him to level 49, and he's at, like, 130, I'm just gonna have him fight a couple things, put him in a box, pull him back out, and see if it's the appropriate level. That's not what I wanted to do. Well, that's not what I wanted to happen. This isn't a good look. But in the absolute worst case scenario, I can level up Weepin' Bell too, and he might hit 131 special. I mean, we got 3 options. We got 2 feasible options. I don't believe Electrode is gonna hit. I don't think he's gonna pop up 10 points, you know? Mawile? I'll Great Ball catch that. Go for Mawile. Yeah, so then I was like, you know, ground types are really cool. Like, ground types have really cool Pokemon. Diglett and Dugtrio, honestly, like, for a while I thought Dugtrio was really cool, because he's really good. He's, like, strong. He's just not, like, a super unique, super cool Pokemon. But he is strong. And then I'm like, and for a while I was like, Grass-type Pokemon are cool. And I've always thought Grass-type Pokemon in Gen 1 were cool because they're also poison. But, like, Grass-type Pokemon are cool. And it's just, like, devolved. It's like every type of Pokemon. I'm like, this type of Pokemon has cool Pokemon in it. This type is cool. The only type of Pokemon I'm not going to concede is cool as a whole archetype is Rock-type. And here's the reason. Rock-type has a handful of Pokemon that are cool. But they are made cool by their secondary type. I don't think Onix is a particularly cool Pokemon. Steelix is Steelix is cool because he's a steel type, not because he's a rock type. Aggron is cool. He's not cool because he's a rock type. He's cool because he's a steel type. Solrock and Lunatone? Pretty cool. They're not cool because they're rocks. They're cool because they're floating rocks. Psychic type. Cool. I don't think the Salt Rock Pokemon is particularly cool. I think he's unique. I think, like, it's a good design. I think his name is fun. He's salty. He's... Oh, I forgot what his middle form is. But his baby form is Knackley, which is sodium chloride I. He's salty. And his big form is Garganacl. He's gargantuan salt. Big salt. That's fun. Those two stages are fun names. I think his middle form is like Salt Stack or something, Knackle Stack or something. That's cute. Like, he has cute names. I don't think he's a particularly neat Pokemon, though. So again, and like, Roggenrola is just less neat Golem. It's just pure Rock-type Golem. That robs him of his ground typing, which is the type that I think is really cool. I'm trying to think of another pure Rock-type Pokemon that I just don't like. I'm trying to think of another pure Rock-type Pokemon. Lycanroc is really cool. But Lycanroc's not cool because he's a Rock type. He's cool because he's a big, ferocious dog type. He happens to be a Rock type dog. But if he were a grass type dog, he could look basically the same and be grass type, and I'd be like, that's a cool grass type dog. In fact, if Lycanroc was Lycanbark instead, and like they just added like a wood texture where he's clearly stone at, he would be a tree dog, and he would be so cool. Oh my god! Grass-type Lycanroc would be so much cooler than Rock-type Lycanroc. I said it! There! Kleavor is a cool Rock-type Pokemon. But again, he's Bug-type. And what makes him cool is that he comes from a Bug-type line. Not that he is Rock-type. Have I missed any? If there's a Rock-type Pokemon you can name that I haven't shot down yet, please let me know. I will shoot it down promptly. Or I'll give you praise for naming a Rock-type Pokemon I didn't think of that is actually cool. I'll take either, honestly. Okay, no, there are... Okay. There's a subset of Rock-type Pokemon that I think are really, really cool. And every Pokemon in this subset of Pokemon is Rock-type. And they're all really cool regardless of what their second type is. But... Okay, I'll give it to Rock types. I don't think Rock types are cool. I think Fossil types are really cool. Fossils are awesome. All fossils. Just call me Ross Geller because I love dinosaurs. But you take the Rock out of fossils and they're still cool. Rock is just like... Rock is slapped onto the fossil Pokemon to make them more prehistoric. It doesn't make Rock Pokemon cool. It makes fossil Pokemon cool. We're out of time. I've talked to the very end about how uncool Rock-type Pokemon are. I hope I haven't estranged anyone, because I do think there are a lot of cool Rock-type Pokemon. I just don't think Rock-type itself can make a Pokemon cool. Like how Steel and Poison-type can be slapped on anything and make it cool. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk/grind session. Tune in Saturday morning for me probably losing to a lot of gym leader castle battles, but maybe not. Maybe I'll have my Mewtwo ready. Hopefully I'll have my Mew ready at the very least. and we can show the Elite Four what's up. And, I don't know, man. Guess that's it. Have a great Friday, Ducklings. I'll see you Saturday. Bye-bye.
Mobile is a cool steel type.